Okay, so a thought download is a really simple mindfulness tool that will improve your metacognition. All right, that is what it is. It's a simple mindfulness tool that will absolutely 100%, if you do it enough, if you are persistent, it will improve your metacognition. It will improve your verbal working memory. Okay. What it's going to do when you download your thoughts on I would love to say daily basis, but I'm not going to commit any ADHDer to do anything daily. Like we don't even eat on the daily. I'm not going to expect you to thought download on the daily. But if you do it a couple times a week, if you're just kind of persistent and when you remember to do it, you do it, it will help you to know what you're thinking, to observe your thoughts without judgment. It will help you to understand the source of your emotions. It will help you to understand why you're deciding to do things a certain way. It'll help you to understand why you're going in a certain direction. And let me be very clear, this is not about fixing your thoughts. It's not about changing your thoughts necessarily. Right now, all we care about is understanding. Because what I hear from y'all, and it makes no sense for someone from Pennsylvania to use the word y'all, but I'm still using it. What I hear from y'all is, I don't know why I'm stuck. I don't know why I'm procrastinating. I don't know why I can't just do it. I don't know why you fill in the blank. Listener, my dear, sweet listener, you fill in the blank. What is it for you that you say, I don't know why, whatever? And the whole purpose of thought downloads is to answer that question. Why? Why am I doing this? Why am I moving in this direction? Why can't I just do this? It's thought downloading is answering questions that your brain is continually asking. And let me tell you, it is so powerful. It's so powerful. One of the things that I tell my clients, if you don't know, if you're new around here, I'm a coach. I have multiple certifications and I have a group coaching program called Focused. And we have people from all over the world, people diagnosed with ADHD or self-diagnosed with ADHD. It's an incredibly transformative program. Everyone with ADHD knows what to do to improve their lives. You go to bed at a reasonable time and you wake up early, make a list, cross the things off the list in order, manage your time well. Yeah, we know what to do, but ADHD is not a disorder of not knowing what to do. It's a disorder of knowing exactly what to do, but not being able to get yourself to do it. That's why ADHD is so frustrating. We're smart and we want to succeed, but we can't get ourselves to do the things that we know we should do in order to make improvements. That's why I created Focused. I'm a life coach with multiple certifications, and since 2019, I've spent thousands of hours coaching adults with ADHD. Time for me to focus on you. Hello. Welcome to your coaching call. I am going to be coaching you today on relationships. I know what it takes to help an adult with ADHD go from hot mess express to grounded and thriving. Focused is my monthly coaching membership where we go deep and we get to the root cause of what holds us back with ADHD. I'll teach you how to understand your ADHD brain, regulate your emotions, and accept yourself, flaws and all. With this foundation, we build the skills to improve life with ADHD. And not only do you get skills and tools in Focused, but you're surrounded by a huge community of adults with ADHD who are also doing the work of self-development right alongside of you. Dr. Ned Hallowell says, healing happens in community, and I have absolutely found this to be true. As a matter of fact, listen to what actual Focus members have to say about being in this program.
What can I say about Focused?
Full community of people who have issues similar to you, and no one judge you.
Focused has really supported me with my difficulties and asking for help. I've been encouraged and cheered on by the community.
I really like that you can do as much or as little as you want. It's not just about the volume of the content, it's about the quality. Focus has helped me understand ADHD better.
I would recommend this to anyone.
I would thoroughly recommend Focused.
I can confidently say that this is one of the best decisions that I have made for myself.
So if you're an adult with ADHD who wants to figure out how to be motivated from the inside out and make real lasting changes in your life, join hundreds of others from around the world in Focused. Click the link in the episode description to check it out. One of the things that I tell my clients constantly is don't let your brain ask a question that you are not willing to answer. So if you say, I don't know why I'm stuck, it's important that you answer that question. Wait a second. No, let's stop here. Why are you stuck? Let's write that. Let's do a thought down. Let's write that on the top of the page. Why am I stuck? And we're going to ask our brain to answer that question. And you're just going to stream of consciousness write. This is exactly how to do a thought download. You can do it any time of day. It does not matter when. Okay? The time to do it is just when you're willing to do it. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to be in a certain spot. It doesn't have to be in a certain journal. It can be on the back of an envelope. Just grab any paper available to you. You're not going to save it. We're not going to be precious about it. We're not going to bind it into a journal and press flowers and make what is it? Macrame, shellac. What are the crafting tools that we use? I have no idea. I'm not a crafter, never have been. But we're not going to make it pretty, is what I'm saying. Make it ugly and just know that you're going to burn it or throw it out, okay? So do it whenever you're willing to do it, whenever you can get yourself to do it. First thing in the morning, during emotional dysregulation, after a conflict, before bed, when I was really trying to grow, when I was really determined to change my life, I was thought downloading most nights before bed. And it was so helpful. I didn't realize, this is a tangent or this is like a rabbit hole, but I didn't realize that one of the reasons why I struggled to sleep was because laying in bed in the quiet stillness was the first time all day long that I checked in with myself. The first time all day long that I could feel my emotions. The first time all day long that I was actually present with me. And so then I would have this 3-hour period from 12 when I went to bed till 3 a.m. when I was just being with me and ruminating on all of the things that I hadn't processed throughout the day. And what thought downloading does is allows you to take time to process, maybe in smaller bites, so that you're not overwhelmed by it at any given time. For me, it was when I turned out the lights. For you, it might be a different time of day. But for me, it was that time when I was just finally everything was quiet. Finally, I was still. There was nowhere that I could go. I was just in my bed. And then all the thoughts would just race and race and race. And then all of the feelings would come up and I would just be flooded and overwhelmed and dysregulated. And I would go into this fight or flight kind of panic attack because I just wasn't processing anything throughout the day because I wasn't aware of my thoughts, because I didn't have functioning verbal working memory, because metacognition was a skill that was really, really deficient for me. Okay. So are you seeing where I'm going with this? It's allowing us to get tuned in to who we are, to what we want, to where we're going, to what we think, to what we feel at different points throughout the day. There were times where I was doing this many times a day. I actually did when I got really into it. And this is just, it's not how do I say this? It's not a consistent part of my life anymore at all. But it was for a season. And I just want to offer that to you, that you don't have to think oh, great, now I have to do this for the rest of my life. Maybe it's a skill that will be available to you for the rest of your life. But if you want to go through a season of growth, this is the way to do it. Okay. This is the way to do it. And when I was in that season of growth, I would order on Amazon these notebooks, like grid notebooks. And I still have all of them. I should go through them, but I think that would be a little bit scary. Just so many thought downloads. I just needed a place to put them. And I would just process and process and process and process so many thoughts. Keep in mind, this coincided with me going to therapy. This coincided with me changing all of my relationships. This coincided with me completely revamping my familial relationships. And so like there was a lot going on for me, but if there's a lot going on for you, this is the way to process it. Okay. So here's how to start. If you feel like you're afraid that you're going to get stuck, or you're afraid that you're going to get overwhelmed, or you're afraid that you're just going to like take too much time, or you don't have much time, just set a timer for yourself. Just be like, okay, I'm just going to give 5 minutes. Just give it 5 minutes. And then choose a prompt, which I'm going to give you lots of prompt options. Okay. So just choose a prompt. So set a timer for 5 minutes, choose a prompt, and then answer the prompt's question. Write down every sentence that your brain gives you and just ask yourself, what else? What else? What else you got? Why else? So a common prompt that I would give myself is like, why do I feel angry? Because at the time, and maybe you relate to this, at the time, I had no ability to connect my thoughts and my emotions. They were connected. My thoughts were creating emotions and driving actions, but I personally did not know how to connect them. I did not understand the connection between what I was feeling and what I was thinking. And so this is one of the main ways, and a completely free way that I developed it. This is without the help of a therapist, without the help of a coach. So I would write down, why am I feeling blah? Why do I hate my kid? I would ask my brain a question. Why am I angry? Why don't I want to do this? Why do I feel stuck? And then I would just answer it. I would answer the question. Why am I overwhelmed? And the stuff that would come out of my brain, I was like, oh my gosh, honey, no wonder why you're struggling. And this is what I want for you. I want you to be able to kind of just skim over what you wrote and notice everything that you're carrying. Notice everything that's going on in your brain. No wonder why you're struggling. Notice all of the people that you're trying to please. Notice how your relationships are feeling. Notice, just like begin to notice. Again, I'm going to say the word metacognition. It's observing your thinking, being able to think about your thinking. This is part of the developmental process that most of us ADHDers, we missed. We missed it. We got to learn it as adults. And that sucks, but that's our responsibility now. Now you've heard this, so it's your responsibility, right? So now you know better, so you're going to do better. So it might feel awkward. You might be worried about what will come up. And I will say that's a very normal experience for an ADHDer. I don't really want to look under the hood because I'm not sure what's going to be there, and I'm kind of scared. I don't know I don't know what's going to be there. And what I want to encourage you with is it's driving the bus anyway. It's shaping your life anyway. It's causing you to feel something or do something anyway. You might as well know what it is.